have won this RFP procurement process, and now they're at the park board stage asking for our blessing to then move it on to the council.
It's exciting.
And, we've got the African American Museum that's there. You talked about kind of the buildings. I'm on the board for the Hall of State and the Dallas Historical Society. So, and love to go. I'm going tonight to see a show at the Fair Park Music Hall.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have activity there, but I don't know if folks really realize kind of the totality. It seems like people go there outside of fair time. People go there for the things they go there for. But even with what we have now, we don't activate even what we have currently.
Absolutely. And the first thing I want to make very clear is those current tenants, I want to make sure they stay, they're taken care of by these new operators, because they have been with us through the tough times, and so they should benefit from the good times. And the issue really with what you're describing is the lack of cohesion around Fair Park. There needs to be a one-stop shop for who's in charge, where's what's happening there, what's the calendar, how are you going to market it. The company currently that's trying to take over has 150 marketers nationwide, and those people will all be working to get the word out on Fair Park. We currently have one with the city of Dallas, so it maybe two, but it's just a whole different level, and the scalability of having a national operator come in, and then also making sure that you have the philanthropic community and the nonprofit side as well. So far, I think the plan looks good. It needs a couple tweaks, but I don't see any issues with it moving forward to the council.
Let me out of the blue. Let me just ask, like the Cotton Bowl itself, historic venue.
The house that Doak built, Shawn. Thank you very much.
Historic venue, the house that Doak built, place that we've seen many historic games outside of TU and Oklahoma. But what's the future for the Cotton Bowl as it relates to this proposal and as it relates to the city?
So the Cotton Bowl is one of the best fields for international soccer. People don't know this, but the corner kick in international soccer needs different spacing than a regular American football field would need. So when we had the World Cup here in the 90s, we converted the Cotton Bowl to give it those viewing angles and everything for the corner kicks. And recently I flew down to Houston with the Dallas Sports Commission and FC Dallas when we were making the Dallas pitch for the World Cup in 2026, and the United bid got it. So the Cotton Bowl was looked at as a potential game site for maybe a nostalgic game, since we hosted games in the 90s, but also as a team base camp. So I think the Cotton Bowl could really, really serve as an amazing venue for some international soccer, because it's got real grass. We just replaced the grass there. So you don't have to compete with Jerry World in those terms. Now, is it going to compete with the AT&T stadiums of the world? No, let's be honest. But there is definitely a niche market that we can market it and put it there. And again, it goes back to, it's a historic site. People are still playing in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
It's really, we've got to activate that. We've got to activate those memories and that nostalgia sense of it. The product on the field is great. Hopefully there could be some updates made to put some sort of air-conditioned boxes, things in there to kind of modernize it, but at the same time keeping the historic nature of the building.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. It was either last fall or the fall prior, 2016. You added a game. New Mexico played Air Force at the Cotton Bowl, and it was a regular season college football game. So are there any plans to expand? I know we have Texas OU, we have Grambling Prairie View. Are we going to continue that tradition, and we're going to expand on that?
We're adding a third game to the State Fair this year. It's Texas Southern and Southern University, so it's going to be it's going to be the third game during the fair. So we're always looking for things to expand, and so if anyone's out there listening and has an idea they want to bring to the Cotton Bowl, reach out. We're ready.
Yeah, it's great.
So, Bobby, we are winding down our time on Deconstructing Dallas, but I would be remiss in asking kind of like what other things do you see down the road, kind of city-wise? You grew up here, you're raising a family here, and you're involved. You have a business here. What do you see as the future as we look forward for our city?
I think Dallas is on the right track. I think the future's bright. The big projects we see coming here with the high-speed rail. If you look out to the World Cup time, for example, 2026. I mean, you could have a World Cup match in Houston, get on a train, be here in 45 minutes, and go to one in Dallas. So, I mean, the idea, we've got all this future innovation coming here. There's talk of maybe Amazon HQ2. We've got Uber Elevate. And in my opinion, there's no better place to live for a family because you're centrally located in the country and you're good cost of living. And we have a few kinks to work out. It always kind of bothers me when people like to make it seem like the sky is falling here. Those are just people who haven't gone anywhere else, because I think there are cities in this country and around the world that would be extremely envious of the position we're in. So I just think everything moving forward, the trajectory's up.
Well, Mr. President, if our listeners wanted to follow you on social media or get a hold of you, how could we find you?
Probably Twitter's the best way, and it's at Bobby Abtahi, BOBBY, ABTAHI. If you go to my Facebook, you're just going to see pictures of my kids. So
exciting stuff. Well, Bobby, thanks again for coming by. This is Deconstructing Dallas. We'll be right back. Deconstructing Dallas, Ryan Trimble, Shawn Williams. Shawn, that was a great time with good old Bobo.
It's always good to chat with Bobby Abtahi. He shows up here at the office every now and then just to kind of chit-chat and talk about what's going on in the city, but it was good to get him on the record on Deconstructing Dallas.
That's right. Checking in, Bobby Abtahi.
And I am hoping that Bobby Abtahi will be joining us for the happy hour on September 6th.
Are you excited, Shawn? I am fired up.
I'm excited because not only will we see some of our former guests and some of our sponsors, but we've also heard from some of our listeners who've told us that they will be joining us. And so anyone who is listening, we encourage you to let us know you are coming to the Deconstructing Dallas happy hour on September 6th here at the worldwide headquarters here at Allyn Media. 3838 Oak Lawn Avenue, Suite 400. And that's going to be from 4 o'clock to 6 p.m. And you'll get to meet us, obviously, which will be cool, but you'll get to see our entire Allyn Media team and see all the folks that are behind the work we do here. And we've got a healthy list of RSVPs already, so you'll meet a lot of great people.
Yeah, and another fun aspect, Shawn, some of our sponsors are actually going to show up and showcase their wares. I know Buckbrush is checked in, if anybody's looking for a new electronic toothbrush. A new sponsor, Effin' Hot Salsa, Shawn. Checking in.
Excited about that one.
That's right. That's right.
Now, didn't they recently, speaking about cross-promotional, weren't they involved in a contest recently?
Well, they were invited to Walmart Open Call, actually, which is the opportunity for entrepreneurs and people with ideas to showcase their creations to Walmart and see if they can get them on Walmart shelves.
We also have a $50 gift card that we will be raffling from Haystack, our neighbors downstairs, who have some of the best burgers that you will ever taste, as well as fries that we are partial to.
Big fan of the fries, big fan of the Chipotle ketchup, and big fan of having them as a good supporter of the show.
Yep, so come by and have your chance to get a $50 gift card from Haystack, and let us know that you're coming. If you are able to make the Deconstructing Dallas happy hour, send us an email at deconstructingdallas@gmail.com. Let us know you're coming. Let us know you're bringing a guest, and we will make sure to have a beverage of your choice. Maybe not of your choice, but definitely something that'll be tasty. They'll be waiting for you here.
So we'll take good care of you. Don't worry.
Man, I know you got a big weekend coming up, you and Mrs. Trimble.
We do. It's the big 5th anniversary.
That is great. And I am assuming that the idea you had off air about going to the SMU North Texas game, you've scrapped that, right?
Yes, I was informed that that may not be the preferred entertainment choice for the evening. And so, you know what, Shawn? It's a partnership, and sometimes you got to defer to your partner, and so I have deferred to my partner.
Sometimes, no, but sometimes.
Well,
okay.
Thank you for that clarification,
yes,
Shawn.
There you go.
But no, I'm looking forward. It's going to be really exciting, and best of luck. It is opening week and opening week for college football. The Ponies do travel to North Texas, Apogee Stadium, 7 p.m., 6:30 maybe. Either way, get there early. We'll be pulling for them from afar. Shawn, your Aggies have a big weekend too, right? And you had a fun event this week.
That's right, Ryan. We are playing Northwestern State on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. So kicking off the Jimbo Fisher era. And I was in College Station on yesterday and was there for the ribbon cutting for the Texas A&M Hotel and Conference Center, Doug Pitcock 49, and it is a beautiful, beautiful place. We posted some pictures, Allyn Media posted some pictures from the new hotel, and I will make sure to post a few pictures as well right after we post this podcast so folks can see one of the projects that we've been working on for the last year and a half here at Allyn Media. So, looking forward to the Jimbo Fisher era getting kicked off, and Kellen Mond did win the starting quarterback. Like Coach Fisher said, somebody's got to take that first snap, and it looks like it's going to be Kellen Mond. Looking forward to the Aggies. Looking forward to SMU playing this weekend, and congratulations to you and Lauren on 5 wonderful years.
That's right. Let's head on to 5 more.
For Ryan Trimble, this is Shawn Williams. We are very excited about this week's episode and looking forward to coming back to you again. Thank you to Mary Woodleaf. Thank you to Jennifer Pascal. Thank you to the Allyn Media team. Please subscribe to us on iTunes, YouTube, and we just found out this week that we are on Spotify, so you can find us on that platform as well. We are Deconstructing Dallas. We'll be back next week. Adios.